Welcome to Signal Post Daily, your human-curated, AI-delivered tech and AI news briefing for Thursday, November 6th, 2025.
Hey, John. Busy week in the AI world?
Hey, Jess, it really has been, and we've got a nice mix today. Some exciting announcements from Google, infrastructure moves, and honestly, some darker stuff we need to talk about. Let's dive in.
All right, so first up, Databricks. Who are they and why should we care about their announcement?
Good question. Databricks is a data and AI platform that's been around since 2013. They're basically the infrastructure layer where enterprises build AI applications securely with their own data. Think of them as the foundation.
So they're not making the AI models themselves, just hosting them?
Exactly. This week they announced that Google's Gemini models, including Gemini 2.5 Pro and Flash, are now natively available on their platform. And not just Google. OpenAI's GPT models are there too.
So Databricks customers can use Gemini without leaving the platform? They don't have to go elsewhere?
Right. The key value here is governance and security. Enterprises can control which models access what data. Databricks handles that orchestration layer, which is critical for compliance.
But doesn't it feel like Databricks is just becoming a middleman? Like, can't users just go directly to Google if they want Gemini?
That's a fair point, but here's the thing. Enterprises need that data governance layer. They can't just let any model poke around their databases. Databricks is highlighting two specific Gemini models. The 2.5 Flash is the speed version. Great for customer support chatbots that need to reason quickly over structured data.
So it's like the express lane?
Perfect analogy. Then there's Gemini 2.5 Pro, which is the heavy hitter. Better for complex analysis, long documents, multimodal stuff like images and text together.
And Databricks is running a hackathon around this?
Yeah, on their free tier. They're trying to showcase what you can build. Standard startup playbook to drive adoption and get developers excited about the platform.
Got it. But really, the impact here is just less friction for enterprises moving AI to production, right?
Exactly. That's the real story. Everyone wins. Databricks gets embedded in workflows. Enterprises get security and access. Google gets Gemini deeper into the enterprise stack.
Okay, so pivot to the darker story you mentioned. What's happening with threat actors and AI?
Google's Threat Intelligence Group released a report this week. Pretty significant. State-sponsored actors from North Korea, Iran, and China are using AI for attacks. And it's not just productivity gains. They're using it for reconnaissance, creating phishing lures, exfiltrating data.
So they're actively using AI to create better phishing emails? That's legitimately concerning.
Yep, but it gets worse. They're also deploying AI-powered malware that can generate malicious scripts and change its code on the fly to bypass detection systems. That's evolution in real time.
Wait, the malware is using AI to evolve itself?
Essentially, yes. They've also observed threat actors posing as students and researchers to bypass AI safety guardrails and extract restricted information. They're jailbreaking the models.
So there's an underground AI black market now where you can buy tools for this?
That's part of the report. Google found bad actors accessing dark web digital markets that specifically sell sophisticated AI tools for phishing, malware development, vulnerability research. It's organized.
Is that really surprising, though? The bad guys get access to the same tools we do. Why would we think they'd be left behind?
Fair point. But the shift Google's flagging is that these actors aren't just using AI for productivity. They're operationalizing attacks much faster with it. The speed and scale has changed.
And Google's response is what? Taking these threats down?
They're thwarting the efforts, disabling assets associated with malicious activity, applying intelligence to strengthen their classifiers and models against misuse. But it's cat and mouse, you know?
All right, lighter topic. Google's integrating Gemini into Maps now?
Yeah, hands-free conversational navigation on Android and iOS. You can ask it complex, multi-part questions, like, is there a budget vegan restaurant with parking along my route within 2 miles?
That's interesting. But is that safe while you're driving, though? That sounds like a massive distraction.
That's the immediate concern everyone has. Google did add safeguards to prevent hallucinations from sending you the wrong way. But yeah, any new interaction in a car is inherently risky.
What else can it do in Maps?
You can report traffic disruptions conversationally. Just say things like, I see an accident or looks like flooding ahead. It also shows landmark-based navigation. Instead of turn right in 500 feet, you hear turn right after the Thai restaurant.
And the restaurant is highlighted?
Yes. Google uses Street View to identify them visually. There's also a lens feature. You point your camera at a storefront and chat with Gemini about it conversationally.
When's this rolling out?
Coming weeks for Android and iOS in the US and other regions where Gemini is available. Android auto support is coming soon. CarPlay is still being figured out.
So Gemini is basically replacing Google Assistant in Maps?
Fully replacing it. And that matters because Maps has 2 billion users worldwide. This is a massive showcase for Gemini's conversational capabilities.
Speaking of Gemini everywhere, Google announced something about Chrome too?
They did. There's now a dedicated AI mode button in Chrome on iOS and Android. You open a new tab and there's an AI mode shortcut sitting right below the search bar.
But wasn't AI mode already available in Chrome?
It was, but you had to dig through menus to find it. This makes it one tap. Available in the US now, rolling to 160 new countries with support for Hindi, Indonesian, Japanese, Korean, Portuguese, and more.
Okay, but is this really news? It's just UI convenience, right?
On the surface, yeah. But strategically, Google's making Gemini the default first action when you open a new tab on mobile. They want you using their AI before you think to search for ChatGPT or Perplexity.
So it's positioning against competitors?
Exactly. They're meeting you where you already are. In Chrome, opening a new tab. Zero friction.
But can't I just download the Gemini app if I want this experience?
Sure, there's a standalone Gemini app for Android and iOS, but embedding it in Chrome's new tab is different. It's inescapable. Speaking of AI mode, it's now getting new capabilities.
Like what kind of capabilities?
Agentic ones. You can ask it to book event tickets, beauty appointments, wellness appointments. Ask for 2 cheap standing floor tickets for a concert. It searches multiple websites in real time and shows you options with prices.
It's actually booking things for you?
Not automatically. It does the legwork, curates the results, and you complete the purchase yourself. For beauty appointments, it searches multiple booking platforms, surfaces real-time availability with your specific constraints.
Like what kind of constraints?
Say you want a lash appointment on the weekend within 3 miles after 2 p.m. It actually understands all those parameters and adjusts searches accordingly.
Oh, I love my lashes. Does it handle follow-ups?
Yep. You can say cheaper than option 3 or change the date, and it adjusts within the same thread. It retains context between turns.
Is this actually working, or does it look like the OpenAI Atlas agents from a couple weeks ago?
I haven't tested it personally, but reports suggest it's more functional than those early implementations. Google's using its own infrastructure and real-time search data, which probably helps.
Who has access?
It's in search labs for US users who've opted into the experiment. Google AI Pro and Ultra subscribers get higher usage limits, though.
So it's still experimental. But here's what bugs me. Isn't this just a way to capture high-intent users before they go to Ticketmaster or Eventbrite?
You nailed it. Someone actively searching for concert tickets is highly likely to buy. That's advertiser gold. Right now it's free in labs, but when this goes mainstream, the monetization angle is obvious.
So Google's stacking conversational navigation in Maps, easier AI access in Chrome, and now task automation for bookings. They're making Gemini inescapable, aren't they?
That's the strategy. Every Google product now has a Gemini button or feature. They're embedding it as the default AI layer across their entire ecosystem.
And meanwhile, state-sponsored actors are using AI to attack infrastructure. Wild times.
Both happening simultaneously. Same technology enabling convenience is being weaponized. That's the moment we're in.
Listeners, we'd love to hear what you're thinking about all of this. Send your thoughts, questions, and feedback to feedback@signalpostdaily.com and slide into our DMs on X, TikTok, and Insta.
Absolutely. You can also find us on YouTube. We read all the comments. These topics are genuinely complicated, and we want your perspective.
And if you found this episode useful, leave a review and tell a friend. It helps us grow the show.
Thank you, friends, for listening. We'll be back tomorrow with more tech and AI news.
Bye-bye.